everyone, I am so glad that you're here with us today. My name is Megan and we're gonna have so much fun. Now this party is for the whole family, so make sure everyone in your family is watching. And don't forget to share this video with all your friends and family online, because we wanna have as many people join us as possible. We're gonna have so much fun today. We've got 2 fun challenges for you guys. We've got a Bible story, a memory verse, and make sure you stay tuned till the very end because we've got a special prize we're going to be giving away. Okay, so make sure that you're paying close attention and participating in all the challenges so that you can have a chance to win. Are you guys ready for our first challenge? Okay, our first challenge is a costume challenge. So what you're going to do is everybody in your family has to go and find a costume and take a picture together and post that in the comments below. All right, now if mom and dad or aunts or brothers or sisters or someone in your family doesn't have a costume, the kids get to dress them up. So kids, you get to choose whatever costumes you want your family to wear. Does that sound like fun? All right, now let's get crazy. Let's pull out all our costumes and see what you guys can come up with. So right now you can pause the video, and when you're ready, come back and let's see what you guys come up with. How do you like our costumes, everyone? Can you believe my kids came up with this one all by themselves?
Yeah.
They did a pretty good job, hey? We've got a pirate with a scarf on over here, and Spider-Man, Captain America. What's your move, Wesley? Nice. I can't wait to see what you guys are dressed up as. So make sure you take a picture and post it below. And you can even tag us at Springs Kids so that we can see it. You guys ready for your next challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what you're gonna need for your next challenge is everybody's gonna need a spoon and something to put in the spoon. So it can be maybe a cotton ball, an egg, or a little toy or something like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you can pause the video while you go find those items, and then when you come back, we'll show you the instructions. You ready? Let's do it.
Hi everybody, I'm Steve with Springs Kids. Alright, today we got a whole new challenge for you. It is going to be called Something in a Spoon Contest. So, my kids behind me, my crazy kids, are going to demonstrate for you how it is. They're going to put the spoon in their mouth, and they're choosing to do an egg today, which is probably potentially a little messy, but it's worth the fun. And you gotta carry it across the room. So for little ones, maybe it's best that they just hold it in their hands. So let's give this a try.
Go back again.
That was success!
Wow, great job everyone. Those are some fun challenges. I hope you didn't make too much of a mess if you dropped whatever was on your spoon. Well, right now we are going to take a look at this week's Bible story, so let's check it out.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Luke, chapter 24, verses 13 through 35.
The sun was still high in the sky as Cleopas and his friend, who we'll call Micah, started their journey to the town of Emmaus. The day was hot and their sandals kicked up dust off the hard-packed road. They were exhausted by the difficult events of the past few days.
7 miles. We'll make it by dinner time.
You believe it? All that stuff the women said when they came back from the garden.
I don't really feel like talking.
What if it's true?
Have you ever seen a dead man come back to life?
Lazarus?
You didn't see that, you heard about it.
Well, lots of people saw it.
Don't look, but fast walker behind us.
Just get over it. He'll pass.
He's slowing down.
You know him?
I'm not looking. That makes it weird.
Nope. Don't know him.
Great. Now he knows we're talking about him. Way to make it awkward.
Hi.
Hi!
The man had caught up and now matched his pace to theirs.
So, what are you talking about as you walk along?
Cleopas and Micah exchanged a surprised glance. Cleopas slowed to a stop.
You the only person visiting Jerusalem who doesn't know? Don't you know about the things that have happened there in the last few days?
What things?
The man began to walk again, as if he expected Cleopas and Micah to join him.
What do we do?
Go with it. The things about Jesus of Nazareth. He was a prophet. He was powerful in what he said and did. But the chief priests and our rulers handed Jesus over to be sentenced to death. They nailed him to a cross.
Yeah. We'd hoped he was the one who was going to set Israel free.
This all happened 3 days ago.
But early this morning, something crazy happened. Some of the women who followed him went to the tomb, but they didn't find his body. They saw angels who said Jesus was alive.
And then some of our friends went to the tomb. They saw it empty, too.
Cleopas and Micah glanced over at the stranger to see how he would take the story.
How foolish you are.
Excuse me?
How long it takes you to believe all that the prophets said. Didn't the Messiah have to suffer these things and then receive his glory?
What?
Cleopas and Micah were floored. The stranger had started out by asking them questions. Now it appeared he was schooling them.
The whole story is laid out already in Scripture, and everything written by Moses and the prophets.
The stranger reminded them of scriptures they had heard since they were children. Words written thousands of years before showed how Jesus would be born, how he would suffer, and how he would die.
So you see, things were supposed to happen this way.
This is incredible. You're saying that God has been planning this day for thousands of years?
Yeah, but if that's true, then you're saying Jesus is alive?
As the stranger smiled at them, Cleopas and Micah realized they had reached Emmaus.
Oh, this is us.
The stranger nodded and kept walking.
Wait, stay with us. It's nearly evening.
The stranger joined them at the place they were staying and sat down to dinner with them.
This looks like a really fresh loaf of rye.
You want to bless the food?
The man took the bread and looked up to heaven.
Thank you, Father.
Then he broke the bread, giving each of them a piece. It was then that God opened their eyes. Cleopas and Micah saw clearly who this man was.
Jesus?
It's you.
As soon as the men recognized him, Jesus disappeared from sight.
That was real, right?
Jesus broke this bread. He gave it to us.
I think deep down I knew it.
He explains to us what the scriptures meant. Weren't we excited as he talked with us on the road?
We have to tell everyone.
Right now.
The men were far too excited to wait until the morning. Now, even though it was dark now, they raced the entire way back to Jerusalem. When they reached the place where the disciples were staying, the men could barely contain themselves.
What's going on? Are you okay? We have seen Jesus.
He's alive.
Jesus' friends gathered around as Cleopas and Micah shared the whole story. They were amazed to discover how much bigger God's story was than they expected.
Man, I love learning about Jesus. Every time I open my Bible, I learn something new. Our question for today is, what have you discovered about God that surprised you? If you have younger kids, you can go ahead and tweak that question to say, what's something that you love about God? I'll give you an example. For me, it was when I found out in John chapter 14, verse 12, Jesus says that we can do things like he did and even greater. Isn't that amazing? Now I'm gonna give you guys a moment to go ahead and talk about that question as a family. So what have you discovered about God that surprised you? Pause this video and talk about it now. Awesome. Now I have something to ask you. Who remembers our memory verse from last week? I'll give you a hint. Philippians. That's right, Philippians 2 verse 3. It says, Be humble and give more honor to others than yourself. This is talking about humility. And Jesus didn't just tell us about humility, he showed us what that looked like. He treated all the people around him with respect and love and honor wherever he went. And he tells us to do the same. So I want you to go over that memory verse over and over until you know it without even having to read it. Well, thanks so much for joining us this morning. I hope you had as much fun as we did. To be entered to win this week's prize, simply take a picture or a video of your family participating in these things. It can be the challenges, it can be you watching the Bible story together, or a family selfie, and tag Springs Kids. Or if you're on Facebook, post it in the comments below. And if you're watching this on YouTube, send us an email to kids@springschurch.com, and we would love to see that, and we will enter you to win a prize. Now, when are we gonna announce the prize? Tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time on our Springs Kids Facebook page. And so we will be announcing it then. If you don't have Facebook, we will get in touch with you, don't worry. But you will be entered in just by posting one of those pictures or videos and tagging us in it or sending it to us. We would love to see that. We hope you guys have an amazing day. We love you, and we'll see you soon.
And stars caught fire, even before the earth and sky were made. You had a purpose and a plan for my life. You held my heart and you knew my name. So I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey. No matter where this journey may lead me, I know you are good always. From highest mountains to the deepest oceans, you have created everything we see. And still you made me unlike any other. Nothing compares to your love for me, no. I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey. No matter where this journey may lead me, I know you are good always. Fearfully and wonderfully created, we're all masterpieces to show the world the love of God. Fearfully and wonderfully created, we're all masterpieces to show the world the love of God. Fearfully and wonderfully created, we're all masterpieces to show the world the love of God. I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey. I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey. No matter where this journey may lead me, I know you are good always. I will walk in the plans that you have for me. I will follow, trust and obey.